welcome or welcome back to another Baby Nomad. We are a young family from New Zealand who are traveling the world for 12 months. So if you like all things budgeting and travel and family fun, then maybe you should subscribe. Maybe not, whatever you like. If you like this video, Today we have hired a rental car and we are off to Banff to go see some mountains and do some hiking and drink hot chocolates and be cozy. That is the plan. We are currently in Calgary, so it's not a far drive, like 2 hours-ish, but it'll be interesting driving on the wrong side of the car, on the wrong side of the road, all the way to Banff. And it also kind of snowed, like it doesn't look like it, but I mean, you know, a little. So it's cold, which is great. So yeah, come along. Alright, so we're in the car. I feel like it's so weird. Wrong side of the road, wrong side of the car. Maybe not wrong side's probably rude to say. Different side. Although I feel like in New Zealand it just makes sense.
People turning on red lights.
People turning on, yeah, it's so confusing. There's a red light, people can go. How do roundabouts work? You know. So it's gonna go one or two ways. We'll make it or we won't. We're gonna see how it goes.
A few moments later.
So we're still making our way into Banff at the moment, and one thing we didn't know to do is you have to pay to come into Banff. So we were a little bit confused, but we figured it out. It was 22 Canadian dollars for the which is cool, and that lasts us until tomorrow 4 p.m. So yeah, I think you just have to pay to go into Banff as a whole, unless we were just in the wrong spot. I'm really unsure. If you do know, maybe leave it in the comments if we just paid for something we didn't need.
Remy. Self-defense.
I've come to a cafe called Little While, and I was saying to book this entire trip how excited I am to go to a little coffee shop and sit and look at the mountains and just enjoy the vibes. And the second we sit down, toddler tantrum. So we got something called a beaver tail, and we got, I'm assuming,
Let me try.
plain Nutella and banana.
Let me try.
And like a pastry.
Let me try.
Let me try. You've already had some. Look at your chocolate mustache.
I want more. I need some more. I want the normal.
It's really good. You're trying to give me the baby? Is it yummy? So we've come to a lake. We don't know how to pronounce it, but it says Lake Minnewanka, but then it says here that they call it minnewanka. So I don't know, but it says that it's a lake of spirits and that people were equally, respected and feared the spirits at this lake. So I'm like, cool, so there's bears and wolves, and now there's ghosts and demons and all sorts of scary things. So that's where we are. It's pretty beautiful.
The beer.
Remy, what are you doing?
Go and see the beer.
A beer.
You want to go find a beer?
Go and see the beer.
sometimes when traveling with toddler. Her feet were cold and I figure her shoes weren't doing a very good job. So we just improvised and some gloves on her tootsies, and that'll keep her warm. But you're still cold, aren't you, Bubba? Yeah. Bit sulky, but I mean the views are nice, so we'll just drown it out, it's fine. You know, the reality of traveling with toddlers or children is that sometimes it'll be pretty tricky. I'm holding your feet, baby. But other times it's amazing. You're getting to watch your child experience things for the first time, and like, I don't know, something about a toddler experiencing things kind of brings a little bit more magic to it. So even though right now she's upset because she's cold, and fair enough, it is really cold, especially because she's not walking, but we got to experience something beautiful. And on the way here she was really intrigued and interested, so you know, it all works out. What else? What other song? Wow, can you do a concert? Yeah, what song are you gonna sing? Okay, that was a good one. Oh, that's a magical one. See, now she's happy, so it comes and goes. 10 minutes of crying and then the rest of it's awesome, so it's not that bad. Oh my goodness, you're a magical singer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Day 2 of Banff, and today we have come to the Johnston Canyon, which looks super amazing. We're just going to go to the lower falls today because we don't have ice cleats, and apparently if you try to go to the upper falls it can get kind of steep, and without ice cleats you're just going to be slipping around. So we've stopped here primarily on our way to Lake Louise. Then we took the Bow Valley or the Bow Valley track to get here instead of the main highway, just because it's more scenic and you're more likely to see animals. We didn't see any, but we might on our, well, we shouldn't say that. Just on our way in, we did stop and we saw photographers, and they were taking photos of a really small pack of wolves, which was pretty amazing. There was a mum and a couple of baby wolves hanging out, so we got to see the pictures that they took. So we could see them, but we got to see them up close on their cameras, which was really nice. Underestimate how cold it's going to be. It wasn't that cold in Calgary, but here it's honestly freezing, and I don't have gloves, and I feel like my hands are gonna fall off. Everyone else has gloves.
What do you mean? Some people
I feel like my hands are gonna fall off, but I'm committing to it because I need my hands out to film. Oh, a little coffee. It's closed, but yeah, anyways, yeah, here we go. Looks like if you come in summer you can get a coffee and some ice cream, but no coffee for us. To the lower falls in the Johnston Canyon. There's a cave that you can go into to see the waterfall, which I've heard in summer if you go in you get pretty drenched because it's a pretty powerful waterfall, but it's beautiful. We just got back from doing the Johnston Canyon walk and we went to the lower falls. You can go to the upper falls, or I think it's called ink pots, which is even higher. But we just did the lower ones. One, because we didn't have the right footwear necessarily, and two, because we're accepting our boundaries as parents taking a toddler on a trip around the world, right? You just got to accept.
We can't go.
You just have to take what you can get and just be okay with that. On the way there, she was totally fine. On the way back, she was not totally fine at all. She was really upset. Like actual grumpy tears too, like not even just tantrum, like sobbing, like tears were flowing because she was cold and I think a bit hungry. But we did find the lower falls. We didn't need ice cleats, and we're here in like the middle of winter and we didn't find that we needed ice cleats on our shoes.
Handrails the whole way.
Handrails the whole way.
Very easy walk.
And yeah, totally toddler friendly, dog friendly, easy walk, like, and beautiful walk as well. So yeah, it was really stunning. Upper falls looked like they would have been cool, but it is what it is. So now we've just come to the car because it's warmer, so we can have some lunch. And we're having like I made like a big batch of roasted vegetable pasta salad that we're all kind of sharing. And then we've just got like cheese, crackers, avocado, muesli bars, cookies, that kind of thing. Just to save money on lunch. Next stop is Lake Louise. We're gonna go to Lake Louise and just look around. Lake Louise is like, you know, when you think of like Instagrammable Canada, it's Lake Louise, right? Like the big mountains and the perfectly blue crystal lake. Obviously it'll be frozen, so it'll be a bit different, but we're gonna go there and maybe just kind of just walk around. Probably won't hike just because Remy's really not having it, but at least we'll get to see the spot, and yeah, we'll see what's around, so we'll take you with us. So we made it to Lake Louise. This is pretty freaking incredible. Like, it's actually like, I know my phone's not going to do this justice at all as to how beautiful this looks. And over there we've got the Fairmount, which is a very famous hotel. So you can stay. I'm sure it costs an arm and a leg, but the views must be incredible, especially in summer, I imagine. But it's pretty blissful. We stopped in the village and got coffees, and it's very lightly snowing. And it's just very aesthetically pleasing, how I imagine Canada was going to be. There are heaps of trails you can do, like there's even easy ones, like I think the Mirror Lake is quite easy, where you can do bigger ones up to, I think it's called the Big Beehive. Some of the trails, if you look online, do say that you shouldn't do them at this time of year just with the avalanche risk, but it does say next to us that there are winter trails specifically. Perhaps if Remy was in a better mind space we could do the big one, but for today we're just gonna stay and just admire all this.
I'm so scared, Mommy.
Does it for our Banff trip. 48 hours, I think, well spent. From here we're just gonna
Should we go ice skating?
Yeah.
We're just gonna go back and play on the ice, and then head back to our accommodation in Calgary. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you liked it, please hit subscribe if you want to watch more videos of our family traveling with a grumpy toddler. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Ciao.